What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I'm a full-time media seller. I go around to thrift stores like today's video. I scan all the used media, CDs, DVDs, books with my little Bluetooth scanner here. My phone tells me whether or not I'm buying it. It's that easy. This is all I do. Listen, this weather here has been crazy, you know. 2 weeks ago was almost 90 degrees, and now we're back in the 40s. So now I got my hoodie on, I got my jacket on, which means I'm gonna be sweating inside of the Goodwill. Anyways, on the topic of Goodwill, the topic that we're gonna introduce in this video is that the landscape has changed for Goodwills for me, right? We all know that it's the greediest thrifting chain there is. They sit here and say 99% of their money goes to, you know, the programs to help those in need. We all know that's all BS, right? They just want to make as much as they can. But I have almost discovered like a weakness in their armor, their high prices. So to preface this, you know, I don't only scan used books, and if I was scanning only used books, Goodwill would suck. But during the wrap up here, hopefully I don't kind of jinx myself here. I have been crushing Goodwill for CDs and DVDs these past 2 weeks. I've been hitting Goodwills pretty heavily, and I've been making and finding a lot of good stuff in their DVDs and CD category. So we're gonna see if we can continue that trend today. We're here in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. It's this Goodwill usually has a lot of media, and it's usually all at least $2.99. But even at $2.99, you can find some new stuff, new sealed DVDs. Maybe some sets, you know. I don't think they're scanning the DVDs and the CDs like they are the books, which is good. Anyways, we'll talk about that after we get out of here. It's pretty quiet. I came kind of earlier in the day, so it's not too crazy yet. But let's get inside and let's do some hard work. Scanning stuff, like every scan, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta scan another item, another. It's actually easy. Let's go. We are back from the Goodwill, and believe it or not, like I said, it was good for DVDs. I mean, hopefully Goodwill does not watch this channel, nor has somebody in central Pennsylvania that's going to start paying attention. So here goes some of the ones we got that I'm not going to show you, but I am going to show you two of them. And like I said, for the most part, you know, $2.99 for new sealed DVDs. That's reasonable, right? So even if you just go into the Goodwill, I'm not even going to make you scan all the DVDs. I just want you to scan every single new DVD they have. That alone will put some extra money in your pockets, I promise. So the two I do want to show you, one's a little lesson and one is a very profitable item I have sold multiple times. So let me get my screen recording here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the one that I have sold multiple times, and if you see it, always pick it up. This Mark Gungor, Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. It's got a $60 price tag on the back. We will sell this new FBA and make a little bit under $25. and there goes the $2.99 price sticker. So it seems like all of the Goodwills, at least in my area, are pricing all their DVDs at $2.99, whether it's a set, whether it's new, whether it's used. So Goodwill all of a sudden is now pumping profit back into my business, as before I wasn't getting nothing from them. So this was the best one we found. Now the little one that's a little lesson here is the only brand I've actually gotten ungated in for DVDs is Nickelodeon. Kids DVDs do well, so this was something I wouldn't have been able to sell, but I took the steps to get ungated. And Nick, it's no secret, right? You can use Christian Book, you can use iNet Video, get ungated in categories you come across. I'm not telling you to go do it now, but I'm telling you, hey, get a pile of Nick stuff that's profitable. Once you got, $100 in profit sitting there, go spend the $30, get ungated, send your stuff in, make your money back. It's that easy. So this will make you $8, just kind of a little lesson here. One of the few brands I actually took the steps to get ungated in, and it's paid off already. Now back into the wonderful topic, right? The landscape has changed for me when it comes to Goodwills. They used to be terrible, and there's actually more to this story that the story kind of expanded as the day went on. And I didn't even know this was going to happen, right? So DVDs have been killer at Goodwill. Books have been terrible. They're scanning the books, right? I have one Goodwill that doesn't scan the books. Every other one is scanning the books. None of them are scanning DVDs, at least in my area. This may be different for you. So Goodwill, all of a sudden, now I'm going to start frequenting them a little bit more often and focusing on their DVDs. Now, later that day, I have a Goodwill outlet, right? With the bins. I've been there times before, and it was like some of the rudest booksellers, and every single time I went, it was the same group of people with their family, and they would grab all the books and they would just live at the bins. That's all they did. Every day they would be at the bins, all 20 of them sitting there. Anytime they brought books out, they grab everything, put it in their cart, take it over to the side. So it was dreadful. Those people were kind of just rude and ignorant. I've seen them push old ladies out the way just to grab this junk. And this is a karma story, right? Don't have all your eggs in one basket. So today, right, I get out of the Goodwill. I got my stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Let me drive on over to the outlet, just to see what's going on. I haven't been there in a month or two. Actually, 3 or 4, right? So I'm driving over there, I'm driving down the road. The outlet is closed permanently. Goodwill signs gone, space for rent. I mean, listen. Now, what happens if you're that person that lives with the Goodwill bins and that's all you got? All you got is the bins. All those ignorant booksellers that didn't care about nobody but themselves, grabbing everything, being rude, being absurd. Listen, don't say I told you so, but what goes around is going to come back around one way or another, and I'd be lying if I didn't laugh out loud when I drove by and seen it was closed. So I think Goodwill is in a little bit more tough of a situation than they kind of make it seem. My other outlet store, the prices have gone up. It's $2 per pound for everything. No more individually priced books, quarter, 50 cents, none of that. It's by the pound for everything. So I think Goodwill's in a little bit of a pinch here, and honestly, it makes me feel good, right? They can scan all the books they want. We all know fees on books are going to keep going up based on weight and size. Sooner or later, the stuff they're selling, I guarantee if you go look at the Goodwill stores on Amazon, I would say at least 50% of their listings are probably losing them money, but they're a huge corporation, so they don't care, right? You just can do whatever you want. You're really not worried about the bottom line until the bottom line shows up and says, hey, we can't afford to keep the lights on. We got to close this place up. So it was an interesting day, right? I go into Goodwill. Of course, I'm going to glance over the book, see if there's anything that kind of sticks out, but we all know they're scanning. Don't waste your time scanning a store that's already scanning in the back room. So glance the books, go to DVDs, load up on my DVDs, and it's a good day. And then I go to the outlet and it's closed, and I'm like, this is an even better day. But Mike, that could be a source for you. Well, you know what? those type of people that hang out at the bins all day, you put all your eggs in one basket, you're just asking for disaster, unfortunately. I don't know how else to put it. Sooner or later, when you're relying on one thing, no matter what that is in life, sooner or later something's gonna happen, and you ain't gonna have that one thing, and you're gonna have to figure out a way to be like, where am I going? What am I doing? What are these people doing? They're so used, I mean, maybe they were just standing inside the empty building, right? Because they're so used to being in that stupid bin store every single day that they're all just huddled up in there crying about how they can't source books, and the used book guy ruined selling books because he has everybody doing it, and now I gotta go to thrift stores. I mean, I can hear it now. So it's gonna do it for the video. Goodwill is back in the rotation, not for books, for DVDs and CDs if they have them new, but you really rarely run into new CDs. But the DVDs, I'm telling you, even if your Goodwill sucks for books, go in, scan only the new DVDs, new CDs, make some money, pump it back into your business. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I should say that like 50 times in a video like everybody else does. What is up? Welcome back to another comment, like, and subscribe video. My name is Mike. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm a full-time media. Anyways, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.